Hi on MTV. I'm here with Joe Silk, one of the top fighters, one of the British champion in K1. How are you today?
I'm good. I'm glad to be here. Brilliant show. We've just come back recently from FIBO yourself. Just amazing. Brilliant event. Loads of people, loads of advice going on. Really glad to be here.
Well, Joe, as mentioned, you being the FIBO. What do you think about FIBO and body power?
I'd say body power is more bodybuilder orientated, whereas FIBO had such a mixture of different things. It was like it would take you an hour to get from one hall through the other 10 halls to get there. Obviously, everyone knows it's the biggest in Europe. But this, I do think that this year at Body Power, from last year, has gone much more bigger. It's huge. It's rammed. They were stopping people that didn't have tickets to sell. It was ridiculous.
Well, as you mentioned, it's getting really bigger and bigger. Joe, for the viewers, Polish viewers, because Polish viewers love UFC, they love MMA, and they love different, like a world's strongest man. You're a fighter, okay? Just tell us about yourself, because you know, as I mentioned in the beginning, you're a British champion, K1 champion. Just tell about yourself, your background, and how long it take you to get to where you are now.
Okay, my name's Joe Silk Cummins, as we know. I'm a British MMA champion at welterweight, and I'm a British K1 champion as well. Basically, I've been training maybe 10 years or more on and off. I've done Jeet Kune Do, I've done Taekwondo, I've done wrestling, I've done all this. But I found my home with mixed martial arts. People say you need to study this, you need to study that. MMA is the most realistic thing to a fight you're ever going to get, and obviously we know UFC is at the top of the pyramid, and that's where we all hope to be. I train hard, I train like 2-3 times a day. I'm from the best gym in England, well in Europe, which is the Ultimate Training Centre in Birmingham.
That's the UTC?
Yeah, the UTC. Everybody knows about it in the country. We're going to be worldwide. We've got like the best up-and-coming fighters out there. We've got Vaughan Lee, who's the best British bantamweight in the country, who's fighting in Brazil soon. And like I said, I'm the head coach there as well as one of the fighters. I love my job and I love UTC. Like I said before, I'm glad to be here working for USN as they sponsor me as well. So it's a really good experience.
Well, you mentioned about fighting, everything. You got a very colourful background. You know, you're an experienced person, and you're also one Lee coach, yeah. Which is, you know, he's fighting 2 weeks. Yeah. As a fighter and as a coach, how do you found it?
To be honest with you, I think it's made me a better fighter and a better coach to have the aspect of both. Because even though you're teaching somebody something, you're also learning. And when you teach new people, even though they might not be experienced as you or know as much as you, they might do something that you've never seen and think to yourself, I can put that in my game. People try and overcomplicate MMA. I won't go too much in it, but they say you need to do this, you need that. Basics work, good basics always work, and at UTC, that's what we're all about. Cardio is king, and good basics, and that's how we feel.
Well, I agree 100%. When you mentioned about supplements, do you know about Olymp?
We do. When we went FIBO, their stand was like the biggest. It was huge. It was like ridiculous. It looked like something like a New York skyscraper.
It was.
They had like 200 bodybuilders on there posing, 200 fitness models on there. Vanderlei was there. The list, I'd be here all day. So
it was one of the best ones.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, who do you look up in the UFC or any kind of fighters out there?
To be honest with you, there's so many UFC fighters now that I look at and they're great and everything. But what really makes me push and want to be better is all the new up-and-coming guys that nobody doesn't even know. And because we've got a big fight team at the UTC, them guys fuel me the most. I see guys that have only been with us a year, and a year ago they were good, but this year they're like 10 times better. And it makes me keep on my toes, and it makes all the lads at the top of the pyramid think, whoa, what's going on here? I can't just be staying at that normal level. So that they push us, and it helps us as a family and a team down there at the UTC. And that's what pushes me on. The lads that are up and coming, and you think, I need to up my own game because they're coming up as well.
So push themselves harder.
Yeah.
Right, this question might be personal to you.
Yep.
Are you a family man?
I am a family man.
And how, obviously, have you got kids?
I haven't got no kids.
Okay,
No.
you're lucky.
I've got no kids.
Right, in some ways it's difficult as a family guy, you know, you got a missus. It's very difficult to train, okay? You know, some people make an excuse, saying because, well, I've got a wife, girlfriend, it's very difficult to train. What would you like to tell those people out there?
Well, I've got a good catchphrase for people out there that want to train and they do make excuses and they do think. One thing we say at the UTC, we've got an excuse book, to be honest with you, at the UTC, and we take it. But the main thing is there is no tomorrow.
There's no tomorrow.
There is no tomorrow. That's it. You've got to get it done today. If your back's hurting, do something else. If your arm's hurting, do legs. If you can't punch, kick. There is no tomorrow. You've only got one life and one body, and you've got to make them both great, and that's what all we're about at UTC.
Well, guys, he said well, and there's no excuse. So you train hard, regardless if you're injured, still train, and never ever give up. It's been an absolute pleasure again to meet you again here in UK, and hopefully, obviously Brazil. If I make it, I would absolutely love to see you guys. Best of luck for the next championship, and all the best. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.